WrestleMania 3. This is kind of like
This is like one of everybody's favorite WrestleMania. Right?
the like 80s one. Yeah, the early WrestleManias. This one's considered the best.
And probably really just two matches, I think.
Kind of, yeah. So as I went through it, as if I'm Dave Meltzer or someone who really understands wrestling, I rated every match out of 4 stars.
Oh, I didn't rate them.
And then I also rated every wrestler, considering their physique and their tights and stuff, out of 10.
Their look.
Yeah, so I got that going too.
I'll do that for next time.
Yeah, if we do this again. We'll see how long this episode ends up being. So yeah, WrestleMania 3, 1987. We got to talk about
how many of these guys are on steroids.
Oh, and also how many of them are dead. There's a lot of ghosts in this. Also, Pontiac Silverdome, Detroit, right?
Yeah, Michigan.
And so Vince McMahon, I can absolutely understand why him and Donald Trump are friends, because every WrestleMania,
New York losers.
Well, yeah, and every WrestleMania they're like, we gotta talk about the attendance. This one's the record-breaking one, right? 93,173 people. The reality of it is probably more like 70,000 people actually paid, and then the rest are just they let people in for free to fill in the stadium. I mean, it's still a lot of people for sure, but the fact that they have to fudge the numbers and Vince McMahon is so concerned about the attendance, it's like, yeah, you and Donald Trump have a lot in common.
Don't you, Vince?
Vince McMahon is straight up.
I mean, they do have a lot in common. At the same time, Vince is perfectly happy spending his own money for shit that he was really excited to do, where Trump does not.
Yeah, also Vince McMahon is legitimately fucking rich.
Yeah.
He's worth like $2.8 billion right now.
I'm sure Trump is legitimately fucking rich. I just don't think he's Vince McMahon rich.
No, Vince McMahon's really rich. As we were just talking about before we started the podcast, how generally people from immigrant backgrounds stay more liberal and more empathetic. But then like, Irish people have been in the United States long enough that some are like fucked. Yeah, Vince McMahon's one of them. Yeah. I also learned his family.
Ulster Irish?
Nope, they're from Galway. Just like our family.
Some distant past.
I think, you remember when we were kids and people were like, oh, you dad Ronald McDonald, or you own McDonald's, blah, blah, blah. The two brothers that started McDonald's.
Are they O'Shaughnessy's too, from Clan McDonald?
No, well, their last name is McDonald, and their parents are from Galway. So we might actually be related to McDonald's. That's pretty funny. Yeah, so Vincent Kennedy McMahon, his grandfather was from Galway. So for some reason I did a deep dive into Vince McMahon's personal history just because I was like, what the fuck?
Because you wanted to go crazy, apparently.
Well, I mean, I just can't wait for 15 years from now when Triple H contacts us so that we can direct the Vince McMahon biopic.
Go out there and inject yourself with this and slam that man in the mat.
Hell yeah. No, like, because 15 years, I imagine we're probably going to be Hollywood big shots. And they'll be
How could we not be?
Yeah, as soon as we get this fucking Gulf Breeze UFO movie out, this is going to be big time for us. The sky's the limit. So yeah, 15, 20 years when Vince McMahon's dead, we'll be out there like, yeah, man, this is the most important biopic of all time. Oscars, just give them to us now. He did have a crazy life, but we'll worry about that when we write the screenplay.
Fair enough. Let's talk about this WrestleMania.
Okay, so Aretha Franklin's there.
I forgot about this. I've probably seen this WrestleMania because we used to watch or rent WrestleMania tapes.
And Survivor Series, Royal Rumble. There were specific ones that we liked.
We also we were big fans of Fall Brawl.
Fall Brawl, yeah. The WCW. I think War Games was their big one, right? Or is it Starrcade?
Starrcade was their WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But War Games is they always had some really good
they have
gimmick matches. There was a double ring with a huge cage.
Yeah. Oh yeah, fucking dope. There was one Survivor Series that was really good. Well, remember
the first one with Undertaker, 89? Or is that the second one?
I think Undertaker's doesn't appear until the third or fourth one.
Oh well, the one I remember is the 89 with Undertaker, and the first match is Legion of Doom, Ultimate Warrior. I don't remember who their other partner is. Versus Demolition and Mr. Perfect, I think.
Yeah, because they used to do 4-on-4. It also used to be on. If Survivor Series would be on Thanksgiving, not anymore though. Anyways, Aretha does a good job singing America the Beautiful or whatever it is.
I love the montage they got.
Yeah,
the real, fuck America, fuck yeah!
It's real, like, working class, like, America.
There's, like, little kids with flags. There's a man with his shirt off and he's all oily working in the steel factory.
Yeah, which is interesting because, I mean, this is 87. It's the end of Ronald Reagan, but the first Bush is coming into office. And this millionaire, Vince McMahon, is showing some real pro-working class type shit, even though he's benefited off of exploiting the working class with his friends in the Republican Party. Oh, speaking of Irish traitors, Ronald Reagan. Fucking Sho'Nuff. Yeah, so it's weird. They got steel workers and construction workers. It's real working class shit. Like, yeah, this is for you, guys. Is it specific to Detroit, or is it just...
I just feel like it's kind of... It's like America, Detroit. They're in Detroit, and so they're going to do some America shit.
This is a real broad
This is kind of the twilight years of Detroit, too. 87?
Yeah, this is... Yeah, because Ronald Reagan's killing all the unions, and the motor industry's going down. So, interesting time to be alive.
Holy shit.
I was barely alive when this happened. You were like 2.
3, I think it's 87.
Yeah. Yeah, you're as old as WrestleMania. Yeah, because this new one's going to be 35. Pretty cool, man. It's long as hell. I forgot how long some of these pay-per-views were.
Yeah, no shit. Well, I think Raw is 3 hours now, too.
You know what's... I watch WrestleMania every year pretty much recently, just because...
Why not?
Yeah, it's just something fun to do. I think last year WrestleMania 34 was like 5 hours long.
Jesus Christ, yeah. I don't have that kind of time.
Well, I remember I had to watch it in like 3 separate sittings.
Well, even this one, I watched like part of it one day, and then I watched like the last hour, like the Hogan, Nikolai Volkov, Jake Roberts matches.
Yeah, because last year, I just wanted to see AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura, the king of strong style. You know Shinsuke?
No.
He's like,
I don't know any wrestling really anymore.
Oh, he's like the fucking coolest wrestler in the WWE right now, in my opinion. But and they're both like they wrestle each other in
I kind of
New Japan and stuff.
AJ Styles is, but
yeah. Well, they wrestle each other in New Japan and stuff, so they both have like the cool Japanese style. And I was like, yeah, this match will be dope. I'm gonna watch WrestleMania. It's not a very good match.
It's no Macho Man Ricky Steamboat.
No, it's just like so that's a problem in this WrestleMania.
Yeah,
and it's just a lot of punching and big guys moving slow and stuff. AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura are both like strong, athletic, jump around, have a good time guys. But modern WWE just they like don't do shit. You know,
I mean, that's true of WWE for most of its history, really.
Yeah, they just fucking.
There's a lot of matches in here that just feel very the same. Let's get into it though, because otherwise we're gonna be talking about.
All right, yeah. So Gorilla Monsoon.
Yeah, Jesse the Body.
Just by Ventura. Ventura's looking fucking sharp. He's got the craziest like snake Dracula jacket I've ever seen.
I'm sure we'll get to it later on, but I like that. Like, oh, he's gonna be in the Predator. Let's introduce him.
Yeah. They also have Mary Hart from Entertainment Tonight, apparently.
And Bob Uecker,
Mr. Baseball. Bob Uecker. They utilized them both perfectly. They definitely needed to be on the show.
They do a better job with Bob Uecker than they do with Mary Hart.
Well, Bob Uecker's used to doing commentary and stuff. Mary Hart's just like, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I'm feel weird.
Yep. First match is Can-Am Connection, which is...
What the fuck is the Can-Am Connection?
Well, one of them is Rick Martel, and then the other guy's name is Zink. I'm not familiar with who he is.
I'm more familiar with the Rick Martel tag team Power and Pain, which is Hercules and Rick Martel.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Hercules. Hercules. Yeah.
He's the next match, isn't he? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they're fighting, Dean Morocco and Bob Orton, Cowboy Bob Orton.
Yeah.
Man, this is... I gave this match 2 stars. It's all right. It's a wrestling match.
It's like the standard tag team booking.
Yeah. So Zink and Martel, I give them 7 out of 10. They're both in pretty good shape. They're just wearing boring ass like white tights though, or little white undies.
Is that is 7 out of 10 is your?
I mean, that's like if they're in pretty good shape and like athletic, which these guys are. They do like a good job moving around and stuff. They just happen to be fighting fucking 2 4 out of 10s.
Don't talk about Cowboy Bob Orton that
way. Gorilla Monsoon calls him the excellence of execution. Like, oh, he's a great technical wrestler. I don't care. He's fat and boring. He got a 4 out of 10. I gave Morocco a 6 out of 10 though, because he's big as fuck. They also came out with Mr. Fuji. I noticed it's fucking non-stop like managers.
Yeah, that's the one thing I wish they did more in modern wrestling, I think. Well, I guess I don't really know much, but from when I used to watch 20 years ago, there wasn't enough managers.
I think like someone comes out to the ring like almost every match in this WrestleMania.
Pretty much. There's a lot of weird ass finishes in this match. Like I think the Hogan match is the only clean finish in the entire night. Is that right? Even that might not be clean.
I think Steamboat and Savage have a somewhat clean finish.
Well, they have that weird ass thing with the ref where he's unconscious.
Oh yeah, when Macho Man beats him.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah, like you said, this is just a tag team match. They do standard tag team stuff.
Yeah, like it looks like the Can-Am's in real rough trouble, and then eventually get the tag, and then they have a burst of energy and offense.
Yeah. There's one part where Morocco gets like a really good clothesline on one of them, and they cut to Mr. Fuji on the outside. Girl Monsoon's like, Mr. Fuji really enjoyed that, but he just looks straight up deadpan. Yeah, he loved it.
Mr. Fuji is one of the great managers of the 80s.
I like Mr. Fuji, but you know what I mean? He always was just like, whatever, I'm here.
But then he does some shit when he's like the Warlord and the Barbarian.
Mm-hmm.
Then when he's their manager, and then plus when he's Yokozuna's manager too.
Oh, Yokozuna from California, not from Japan. Yeah, I mean, that's it. Like, the Can-Am connection wins. And you're like, cool, great job. And next we get a little angle package. They do this in between most of the matches, so because a lot of people tune in just for WrestleMania, like I do now.
Yeah.
So you're like, I don't know what the fuck's going on with this storyline, so they just do like a little clip show, bring you up to date. What we got here is it's gonna be Billy Jack Haynes, and
my notes are like, who the fuck is Billy Jack?
Yeah, apparently he's like somewhat classic wrestler, but
I don't remember him at all.
Yeah, he's had like different gimmicks and stuff, so I don't know. And Hercules Hernandez,
who has almost always had that fucking Hercules gimmick.
He's got a chain. Yeah, then
and also Bobby the fucking Brain Heenan.
Yeah, the Brain's gonna be he's everywhere. Tonight.
I love the Brain. I'll say right now, best part of WrestleMania, probably my favorite part of WWF history in general. Is just how great Bobby the Brain is.
His commentary was always the best.
My favorite manager of all time, probably my favorite commentator of all time, Bobby the Brain.
I feel like Jerry Lawler tried to do.
He's like a shitty Bobby the Brain.
Yeah, remember in the Attitude Era when he'd always just be like, puppies, because he just was always
he's not clever,
gross about women.
Yeah.
Yikes. I like Gorilla and Jesse the Body Ventura's chemistry in this.
Yeah, they have a really good.
The one
mix.
like Jesse's like the heel commentator, and then Gorilla's like face. So Jesse's always just sort of like validating like all the weird heel shit that happens.
Yeah. He calls Gorilla on some hypocrisy shit later on too. I think it's really funny.
He keeps calling Gorilla Monsoon out for being old as shit. He's like, yeah, I remember when you wrestled in 1932.
A lot of Jesse's lines are really great, but they're great just because of how like fucking just shitty and terrible they are.
Yeah, well,
like when he refuses to call Tito Santana, Tito's called Chico.
Well, he says some racist shit around that period, like, including the Chico Santana. He's just that Latin temper. We see Mean Gene for the first time. He's interviewing Hercules. Hercules says some crazy Greek myth shit.
Yeah, he does.
I didn't realize he was. I was thinking, he was Hercules just because he's strong, not that
That's
he was
part of
actually the mythological Hercules. But he's like, yeah, when I beat Atlas, what the fuck?
Billy Jerk Haynes from Bobby the Brain.
Yeah, that's good too. Billy Jerk. His name's Billy Jerk.
I didn't remember Billy Jack Haynes, but as soon as they go into the match and start talking about the full Nelson, I'm like, I absolutely remember the full Nelson bullshit in this match.
Yeah, so that's the gimmick of this match is they got to beat each other the full Nelson. Because I guess both of them were doing the move, so who's going to be the king of the full Nelson? Fucking these dudes fucking buff.
Especially Hercules.
Yeah, Hercules I gave a 10 out of 10. Like, he's fucking cut up.
Billy Jack's shoulders are frightening.
Insane.
How big they are.
Yeah, I gave him a 9 out of 10. Just because he wasn't quite as, like, cut as Hercules. Hercules fucking... He does not have a steroid body. He's just, like, a big dude that works out.
He definitely does steroids, though.
Probably, but he doesn't have, like, the belly that most of the other guys do.
Yeah, he probably cycles better than they do.
Yeah, so he's fucking cut up.
Also, these guys sell pretty well.
No, I think this match is pretty good. I gave this one a 3. Just the ending's kind of weird.
Yeah, all these endings. Again, all these endings.
Yeah, they're all gimmicky, kind of like spot
Dusty
endings.
Rhodes endings.
I like Hercules got the chain and he beats the shit out of Billy Jack at the end.
He's got some blood.
Yeah, it got some color. Also, Billy Jack straight up gorilla presses Hercules like no problem. I was like, damn, that dude's kind of scary. Because apparently Hercules weighs like 280. That's a lot to just lift over your head.
Well, I mean, you gotta assume some of these numbers are inflated. Like Hulk Hogan is not 6'8".
They say 6'8". I was like, what? 6'6" is like the furthest you could stretch it, I think.
Yeah, even that's pushing it because I've seen Hogan like on late night with like Conan O'Brien.
He's around the same height. Yeah,
6'8".
Yeah, but they did fudge the numbers quite a bit.
And he weighs like 320, which I don't think is accurate.
I don't know. Hulk Hogan was always pretty like
he's solid as fuck, but that like 320 seems huge for how tall he is.
Yeah, well, we're gonna talk about the Dynamite Kid later when we get to that match, and I'm gonna have some really interesting facts about him for you.
I have one about him too. He got his fucking teeth knocked out by the Mountie.
Yeah, he had it rolled up corners, and he like sucker punched him going out of the bathroom or some shit.
Because that's after the Dynamite Kid like sucker punched him.
Mm-hmm. Dynamite Kid's crazy.
He's fucking dick from what I understand.
Yeah. So yeah, I gave this one 3. It's pretty good. It's just like big dudes doing big dude stuff, but it's not just all punching like a lot of the matches are. There's a lot of punching and like there's forearms and shit.
Gorilla press slams and shit like that.
Yeah.
And they do some.
Well, they're big dudes that can actually move, which is cool. Because you are not going to see that a lot in this WrestleMania. You're going to see a lot of big dudes that move real slow and can't do very much, including Hulk Hogan. Yeah.
I mean, that's Hulk Hogan's thing. Is he's never been a. I will say this: he's better than a lot of the big dudes in this fucking WrestleMania.
Yeah, he can definitely move.
He can move. I mean, like his storytelling in the ring is better than a lot of these guys.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan just has to rely a lot on who he's wrestling for the match to be good, because he can't carry a match, not like Bret Hart or something.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair though, like WrestleMania 6 against the Ultimate Warrior, and Ultimate Warrior cannot carry a match.
Yeah, so Hogan was doing that, and also Andre couldn't do too much in this match.
Yeah, but Andre used to be really good for a big man, but this is when he's on his downhill trend now. I think he dies like 4 or 5 years after this match.
Yeah, so the first match, they were like already in the ring when like the camera went to it and action got started. But this one, we get to see him come out in the little like ring golf carts. Yeah. They got tiny motorized rings, and it's pretty cute. It's funny to watch this one, WrestleMania 3, and like compare it to the more recent ones that are so fucking ostentatious and grand. Like they just have
everything's orchestrated.
They just have fucking fireworks and the hugest like lighting rigs and stages you've ever seen. Just the craziest shit. Which it's interesting, but it is just like, Vince McMahon, Vincent Kennedy Trump.
Billy Jack wins this match, but then Hercules just beats the shit out of him afterwards.
Yeah, with the chain. Billy Jack technically doesn't win though. He gets counted out, right? Or they both get counted out.
I thought Billy Jack won. I thought Hercules got counted out.
Well, maybe that's what it is.
But I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, the ending was kind of a mess. Yeah. But I do like when he beats him with the chain, because I was like, oh shit, they used to let people bleed in the WWE. Obviously, I think he bladed himself, right? Cause
yeah.
It was like a clean cut, not like you would get from getting beat by a chain.
I like how at the end, the body calls Hercules definitely the winner.
Yeah.
He won the aftermatch match.
Yeah, he's doing the heel shit.
This is the next match is the.
This is a half.
Most offensive thing.
I gave this one a half star. It happened, but like.
I can't believe they got Bob Uecker coming on here to call a midget wrestling match.
So it's King Kong Bundy and Little Tokyo and Lord Littlebrook. I like that all the dwarf little people. We'll use their nomenclature. All the midget wrestlers have like plays on being small. So King Kong Bundy's got Little Tokyo and Lord Littlebrook. Hillbilly Jim's got Haiti Kid. That's pretty good. He's just from Haiti. And then Little Beaver.
You really love the Little Beaver name. Like the body, Bob Uecker in this match, like say Little Beaver like 20 fucking times.
There's Beaver all over the place. That's Bob Uecker. Put that on his tombstone.
There's Beaver all over the place. Bob Uecker.
Bob Uecker. Mr. Baseball. King Kong Bundy's gross. I gave him a 3 out of 10. Just because, I mean, he's really big.
Star of WrestleMania 2, King Kong Bundy.
Yeah, he's fucking gnarly. Hillbilly Jim, though, 7 out of 10. For some reason, my memory, I thought Hillbilly Jim was kind of a fat guy, but no, he's
he's just a hairy man.
He's just tall and, like, big shoulders. So I was impressed. I was like, wow, Hillbilly Jim. Hall of Famer Hillbilly Jim, still alive. King Kong Bundy's dead, though, huh?
I don't know, but I would assume so. Just looking at King Kong Bundy in 1987, I don't imagine he makes it to 2019, but maybe that's offensive.
I guess, but...
It's wrestling, and he does not look like a healthy man.
No. Oddly, Hillbilly Jim's entrance music is dubbed over with a banjo soundtrack on the WWE Network. Is that how you watched it?
Yeah.
So they do this on older pay-per-views, especially the WCW and ECW ones, where they don't have the rights to the songs. Yeah. They'll just dub over it with some random shit. But Hillbilly Jim's entrance music was created by the WWF. Like, it was on that... Remember the WWF album? Like, Rockin' Wrestling or whatever? So, I don't know why they dubbed over it. Shouldn't they own the rights to it?
You would think so. Maybe there's some licensing thing we don't know about or some lawsuit.
Yeah, well, it's bad, though, because the banjo music sucks, and then you can also kind of hear his actual theme song underneath it. So they didn't do very good on that. This match is a wreck. The little guys aren't supposed to fight the big guys, but King Kong Bundy's just killing Little Beaver. I have Little Beaver, rest in peace.
Kill him! The body.
Yeah, just kill him. Well, because Little Beaver's hassling King Kong Bundy.
Yeah, and the body's like, yeah, he deserves it because he was hassling him.
Yeah, get him.
Smash him.
At the end, King Kong Bundy's going to splash him, which will probably kill him. But all the other little fellas pull him out of the way, even the guys on Bundy's team, because they're like, this is fucking ridiculous. You can kill this man. And then the end of the match, the little Hillbilly Jim was just like carrying around Little Beaver, like, oh god, my child.
Well, it's because King Kong gets disqualified for fighting the midgets.
Well, he gives him a big elbow drop, which is, if Little Beaver, like, that's the crazy spot to take, I feel like, to be, because the size difference is fucking insane.
Yeah.
That'd be scary, because you mostly like land on your hip and your upper body to like kill you're not actually dropping an elbow on him, but like
you're still putting some weight on him.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts. So very brave of that guy.
My notes here are: the winner is Hillbilly Jim, the loser is everyone. Next, Mary Hart wants to interview Miss Elizabeth. Well, but no, Washer Man's here.
Oh
yeah, you're gonna talk to Miss Elizabeth. Oh no.
I was hoping you'd do your Washer Man impression. I love Macho.
Macho Man talks with his hands. Oh, you can tell where he's gonna go based on where his hands are. Oh, Bonesaw is ready.
So I love Macho Man. He's probably my favorite wrestler of all time. He says the craziest shit. He's just so good on the mic in interviews. Ultimate Warrior, I feel like, tried to copy him by just saying outlandish shit.
He's just shitty.
But Ultimate Warrior was fucking dumb. Those the fucking Eagles, and then
when the world goes,
when the world explodes, and
the Warriors will be standing there.
Yeah. So just not quite as good as Macho Man.
The Little Warriors.
Now it's Junkyard Dog versus Harley Race.
Man, I love Junkyard Dog as a kid.
I did too. He's not in his prime in this.
No.
You had to give him...
Like, the fucking crowd loves Junkyard Dog. I think it's crazy that man never won, like, an Intercontinental title or, like, even had a chance to be heavyweight champion.
Oh, you know why?
Because he's black.
Yeah. WWF still hasn't had a black champion, I don't think.
I mean, you count The Rock, he's like half, right?
Quarter.
Quarter.
It's like that's it, I think, right?
Is that it?
Yeah, I mean,
fucking Ron Simmons were in the WCW title in like '92.
Yeah, and they're fucking hillbilly wrestling. Yeah, I remember Booker T was like.
No, Booker T won.
No, he didn't ever win it.
He didn't.
Nah.
He won. He was definitely world champion in WWF, though, right?
He
didn't win the WWE title.
Yeah,
that's bullshit.
Yeah, they fucking did Booker dirty.
I love Booker T too.
Yeah, he's the fucking best of all time. I remember when he was GI Bro. Like after Harlem Heat broke up, and then he was King Booker. He's just Booker T.
King Booker was WWE.
Yeah, he's just Booker T solo for a while, and then they did an angle where like his brother Stevie Ray was like, "Oh, I'm starting a new Harlem Heat. You can't use any Harlem Heat shit." So he's like, "I can't be Booker T anymore. I'm GI Bro." This is like 2000, like when we would have stopped. Yeah,
like I had definitely stopped watching by then.
Definitely WCW, but I remember catching it a few times. Yeah, GI Bro. Yeah, that's pretty good. Stevie Ray has a podcast where he just like shoots on wrestling and stuff. It's pretty good.
Was it him or Booker T that called Hogan the N-word on live television?
Booker T accidentally did. And you tell he's just like, fuck. Yeah, so Junkyard Dog, I gave him 4 out of 10. I love Junkyard Dog, but this is like not his best work. This match gets 1 star as well. Harley Race won the first King of the Ring, so that's why he's King Harley Race, apparently.
Does Macho Man beat him, and that's when he becomes Macho King? Does that Macho King shit?
Oh, maybe. I think you might be right. Or maybe Macho Man just wins the King of the Ring and does King Macho King.
I want to say he beats Harley Race, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, Junkyard Dog's like, this is America. We ain't got no kings or queens. My parents, the only person I bow down to is God. So, like, the audience is like, hell yeah, USA, Christianity,
JYD.
Yeah, fucking, they're all about it. They do an interview with Harley Race and Heenan and Moolah. Moolah just does not have any mic skills because she straight up is just reading off a cue card as fast as possible. It was weird as shit.
That's why they got Bobby Heenan there.
Yeah. Bobby Heenan makes a really funny mistake on mic later on. I can't wait till we get to it. The back of Junkyard Dog's trunk say thump.
Why? We don't know.
I'm sure there's probably something that was going on at the time. Apparently he's got like a really thick skull. That's like the kind of storyline of the match. Because like Harley Race headbutts him and it's like, oh, you don't want to do that. And then he does the thing where he gets down like a dog and like headbutts people. So okay. Harley Race is doing a lot of like face spots where like he tries to do an elbow drop on the outside, but like Junkyard Dog moves and he just lands on his face. And he does like a flying headbutt and just lands on his face.
That's how you get that traumatic brain injury.
I think Harley Race donated his brain to science, and also he was one of the people that was like, don't do the flying headbutt anymore. Yeah, it fucked him up.
Harley Race is one of those all-time great wrestlers that just kind of putted around in the WWF.
Yeah, well, he there's like a whole like gang of wrestlers that did a lot for wrestling in like the early 80s, but then they were too old by the time wrestling blew up to really get anything from it, which is kind of a bummer. Like Harley Race, he's wrestling at WrestleMania in '87, so he's like on the cusp of the real like shit. Because after WrestleMania 3 is when WWF fucking blows up. Yeah. But he just doesn't get to do very much because he's an older fella, and he does not have a dynamic look. He's got a 4 out of 10 too. Yeah, so I gave this 1 star. Because there's not much going on.
It is kind of a boring match. Outside of Junkyard Dog being kind of funny and interesting in a couple spots. Yeah. But it's got Heenan.
Yeah, Bobby Brain Heenan's there. He's feeling good. He's so far his stable of wrestlers not doing great. But
what do you mean? Harley Race wins this one.
Yeah, but Junkyard Dog.
No, Hercules won the aftermatch match, as we know.
Yeah, but Junkyard Dog wins the aftermatch match of this too. He gets him with the chair. I also like. They're like, all right, we'll bring out the King's throne, and it's a folding chair from like the front row. And trying to get him to bow down, and he's like, nah. Hits him with the chair, takes his cape. Yeah, and then he rides off in his little ring cart as King Junkyard Dog.
I like to think that the Junkyard Dog, and I can't remember this, but hopefully he wears that cape for like the next year and just slowly gets dirtier and dirtier.
That'd be pretty good. Next, fucking is Vinnie Mac himself.
And then the Hulkster.
Man, Hulk Hogan
This
fucking
entire
just yelled.
It turns beat red. Yeah. Like Vince McMahon leans away from Hulk Hogan like he is literally about to explode.
Hanging and banging, bro.
The Hulkamania, they're just hanging and banging.
Running wild. We're gonna run wild.
After I finished my ride on my Harley, I was just out there hanging and banging with those. What does that mean, Hulkster?
I don't know. Hulk Hogan's so weird. I never so even as a little kid I was Macho Man Stan.
Yeah,
I thought he was way cooler than Hogan. Hogan, it's cool what he did for wrestling because he's a big part of why it blew up and like why we watched it and stuff like that, but his promos suck, man. They always have. He's always just yelling and flexing.
Yeah, I don't know. You have to judge him on the curve of everybody else that's doing it. Like outside of Hogan, the only other good promo from an actual wrestler is Macho Man.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, the rest
all
of
the
them
other that's why there's so many managers because these guys
can't talk
or look nice or can wrestle, but they can't talk.
Yeah, they should have got the Road Warriors in there sooner. Not because Hawk could fucking talk. Animal not so much, but Hawk would talk mad game. And he's an alcoholic. Rest in peace, Hawk. Yeah, rest in peace, bro. Yes, I don't know. He just flexes so much. So much fucking. He's gonna fucking pop some blood vessels.
Oh, I guess Hot Rod too. Roddy Piper. I forgot about him.
Oh, yeah, man. He
that motherfucker can talk.
Uh-huh. That's why he had the Piper's Pit and stuff.
That's why he was the one that was doing all the angles for
for everything.
Pushing all the angles,
Jake the Snake was actually really good on mic too. He's like, he talked quiet, real intense. He's got a spooky stuff.
He was better on the mic than Alice Cooper, that's for sure.
Yeah, we'll get Alice Cooper, man.
When we get to
that,
I got some notes here.
Next match is the Rougeau brothers, who I forgot existed.
Yeah, me too.
They're pretty boring. I gave them 5 out of 10. They're like seem to be athletic and pretty good shape, but they're once again just wearing like light baby blue tights and got 80s haircuts and just look like plain old white guys. Yeah. So I'm not impressed. No, but they're fighting the Dream Team. Greg the Hammer Valentine and Bruce Beefcake.
My notes are Beefcake pre-barber and Valentine pre-honky tonk man.
Well, honky tonk man's in this one.
Yeah, I know.
But before they become a tag team. Yeah. Well, this in this WrestleMania we get to see.
Yeah, he becomes the barber.
Yeah, he absorbs the spirit of Adrian Adonis and becomes the barber.
Beefcake.
Johnny V is like the manager for the Dream Team, and they do a little brief interview with him. I fucking can't understand anything this dude said. He's like, we got what the fuck? They call out the fedorettes here, like the women that are around the ring, like helping him out of their little ring carts.
Yeah,
like check out the beautiful fedorettes, and it's like
okay,
yeah, it's the 80s, I guess.
Everything's gotta have a kooky name.
Mm-hmm. So Greg the Hammer Valentine, 4 out of 10. I like the robe he comes in, even though it's a Ric Flair ripoff, obviously. He's got gross fucking bleach blonde mullet type shit going on. He's out of shape. I mean, he's probably stronger than me. Nah, actually, I don't think he is. But he's just...
You're taking everything away from him.
Yeah. He might... I mean, it's hard to be a wrestler if you actually wrestle a good match, but these matches are a lot of fucking resting.
Yeah, there's a lot of rest holds. Greg the Hammer Valentine is a good wrestler.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's in the WWF. I can't talk that much shit on, but he doesn't look cool, so he got a 4 out of 10.
What about Beefcake?
7 out of 10. He's got those cool like tights where like there's fishnets. Yeah. So it's like, it's a little spicy, huh? And then also he's got
Kentucky waterfall.
He's got like a really he's got a mullet, but it's like it's like something almost punk rock about it. That's interesting.
He's got that like weird like spiky hair mullet thing going.
Yeah, and then
plus he's losing his hair, so it's
and then also he's in really good shape. I forgot that Beefcake was like actually
Beefcake.
Yeah, so he got a 7 out of 10. Remember when he was in WCW and he was the booty man? He had a lot of weird gimmicks. He was also the disciple in NWO, right? Hogan's bodyguard. Yeah. And did not look like Beefcake at all.
He looked like He had some rough years between the end of WWF
and
coming to WCW.
He was working out a lot though and doing steroids because he was fucking jacked. 1 star on this match though. It's pretty just like the other tag match. Really, it's pretty standard tag shit.
The Bobby Heenan gets on the mic, the commentary mic at this one.
Oh yeah,
and he's like, "Why weren't you out there with King Kong Bundy?" He's like, I don't like midgets. I don't deal with them."
Yeah, keep him away from me. Yeah.
Man, I love fucking the brain.
And he's talking about how well his wrestlers are doing. He's like, "I'm 2-0 tonight," and then the girl's like, "Aren't you like 0-3?" He's like, "No, bullshit, fake news."
The brain's so good.
I straight up barely even remember what happens in this match. All I know is Dino Bravo interferes.
Yeah.
And then he and Greg the Hammer Valentine decide to start dating, and Beefcake gets dumped.
Yeah.
That's like the ending, right?
Yeah, Beefcake's like, "Oh, I don't want to win this way," or some shit.
Oh, he almost fucks up the match is what happens, right? I don't know. It was a mess.
Yeah.
And then at the end, Beefcake's just like, "Wait, friends, whoa!"
No!
And yeah, he's dumped now.
And if he's helping out the Rougeau brothers.
Yeah, on accident. So that's it, man. That's it for Beefcake, man. What's he gonna do next? I don't know. I guess we'll find out in the next match.
But it's time for Roddy Piper's first retirement match.
Yeah, I mean, Roddy Piper doesn't ever actually end up retiring. He retires from life before he retires from wrestling, to be honest. I think
he kind of after WCW. I don't think he wrestled.
No, he was wrestling up until like 2 years before he died.
Was he really?
Yeah, just doing like Heroes of Wrestling.
Okay.
And, yeah, for sure. Yeah, but this is when he's trying to do his movie career. He'd already done They Live and fucking what is it? I forget what it's called. Something called blah 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 comes to Frogtown that really weird movie.
I'm gonna watch one of those for the podcast.
Yeah, we might watch that on Space Force. So he's actually like on top right now, kind of, because he got Piper's Pit. Everyone loves it.
He's actually starred in a movie, Jesse the Body Ventura.
Yeah, you haven't even been Predator yet. Piper's in really good shape right now, because there's times where Piper's like not.
Well, that's because he's got time on his hands now.
Yeah, and then his opponent is Adrian Adonis, who used to be Jesse the Body Ventura's partner.
The Body and the Adonis?
And he also used to be in really good shape.
Not anymore.
Apparently the reason he got this adorable Adrian Adonis gimmick is because he gained weight, and it was kind of a punishment. But he actually made it work.
Yeah.
So, take that, Vince McMahon. But this dude gained way too much weight. He looks super unhealthy.
I don't remember what he looked like before he gained all his weight.
He was like actually like not quite as like athletic cut up as Jesse the Body Ventura, but like not far off.
Yeah.
It's crazy that he got this bad, to be honest.
I wonder what happened. He stopped taking steroids, started eating.
Yeah, he's like, whatever, I don't need this shit. I'll just write off of my personality. He actually reminds me of Fat Mike from NoFX. Remember, you're familiar with Fat Mike?
Yeah, but I don't know why he would remind you of Fat Mike.
Well, Fat Mike's actually not that fat. Like, not like this, but something about his face and the way he talks. I was like, shit, man, that's Fat Mike's dad. Oh, yeah, so he's got some gimmick where he's adorable, Adrian Adonis. So he comes out all flashy. He's got the shears that Bruce the Beefcake would use later on, and a mirror, because he's got to make sure he's looking fly. And Piper, you'll notice he doesn't come out in the little wrestling cart.
Yeah.
He just storms out doing Piper stuff. Like, apparently he was supposed to come out in the cart, but like it was having like motor trouble. It wasn't going, so he's just like he literally said, "Fuck it, I'll just go," and then walked out. Which is like, it's perfect for Roddy Piper though. It's like fucking just storm out there. Oh, it's so angry all the time. It's because he's Scottish.
Apparently, he was born in Scotland.
That's where he's billed from, but nah, he's from
Canada.
Saskatoon or something. He does a double noggin knocker.
A double noggin knocker?
Yeah, it's Adrian Adonis and is it Jimmy Hart?
Yeah, it's Jimmy the Mouth.
Jimmy Hart.
South. Hart.
Yeah.
I also like we got the classic Piper quick poke to the eyes too.
I mean, Piper is carrying the match Adrian Adonis can move around well still for how big he is, but he can't do much, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then apparently they're both at this point. They love sleeper holds. Piper's always done the sleeper hold,
Right?
but I guess Adrian Adonis is doing it too because there's like a competitive nature.
And
with
then
the sleeper hold.
Brutus Bar Beefcake will also use the sleeper hold.
He just I swear he
absorbs
Adrian Adonis when he cuts his hair. He's like, I am you now.
He probably eats a little bit of it. Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't gain 300 pounds.
The pact is sealed. He gained like 300 pounds of muscle to be fucking the disciple. He probably weighs 700 pounds. Adrian Adonis, I gave him a 2 out of 10, just because like his gimmick and like his flashiness is cool, but his body is fucking gross. There's some. They do some risky camera angles for all the wrestlers, considering they're just wearing like little undies.
Yeah.
Because there's some shots where
this motherfucker's straight up just wearing underwear though.
And like there's, man, you can see a little too much. Actually in the full Nelson match with Hercules and Billy Jerk, there's a part where there's the camera guy like he's at the fucking bottom of the ring, and Billy Jerk gets like thrown in that direction with his legs spread, and you just get to see like all his like inner thigh pubic hair and stuff, and it's like, ooh, okay. The human body is amazing though. I don't mean, to go back to Billy Jerk and Hercules. That was another great thing about them is they look like they're some of the only wrestlers that show up that actually like look like they work out their legs.
Skip leg day.
Yeah. I gave this match 2 stars though, because it's sloppy. It's good for Piper's farewell match, I guess, but he should have like defeated Hulk Hogan or something.
Yeah, I would like a bigger match if it's gonna actually be Piper's farewell, but we know it's not.
Yeah, I mean
he later goes on to lose the Intercontinental title into Bret Hart in his actual farewell WWF match, and then he'll go and wrestle WCW for a little while,
and then he'll come back to WWF. I think.
Does he?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. He's back and forth. He loves wrestling. He can't give it up. Yeah, but Piper's cool. He's one of the best wrestlers of all time. I like Piper.
Beefcake comes in and saves Piper in the match, and then Piper's like, "All right, you get to shave his head now. You're gonna become the barber. You're my barber."
Yeah.
And it takes fucking forever to shave this man's head. He's got the cheapest clippers.
Yeah, they're using wimpy clippers. Can't get anything. And then you see eventually, someone gave Beefcake like hair cutting scissors, and he's actually able to do something.
And then everybody's like, "Oh, bye, Piper." Everybody's giving him hugs. I'm pretty sure a fan runs in and gives him a hug.
I fucking love this because Piper's like, "Hell yeah, buddy!" Like shakes his hand, like pats him on the head.
Yeah, it's so great.
And then, so Piper loves the fans. Security does not. They straight up dump that kid.
Oh, do they? I didn't see.
Yeah,
that.
You can see him in the background, like as Piper's leaving, security's coming. They just like dump him to the ground by the turnbuckle, and then as Piper's walking out, you can see they just got him like they're like carrying him.
He's like, "That's alright. I got a hug and a handshake from Piper. I'm good."
He's like, "Man, my face."
It reminds me of, like later on in WCW. I remember someone running in and like Scott Hall, Macho Man, and Kevin Nash and
beat the shit out of him.
Like Kevin Nash and Scott Hall like just start kicking the shit out of him, and Macho Man eventually has to kick him out of the ring so he doesn't die.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. This kid lucked out because basically any other time I've seen a fan run in like that, the wrestlers beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
But Piper's like, well, I don't care, because he's a cool dude. I guess there is some precedence, though, for why the wrestlers get so freaked out. Because
people take it too seriously and try to beat up the wrestlers.
Yeah, and like Terry Funk's talked about it before, like he's been stabbed by fans, like when he did more the old school like indie stuff.
Yeah.
So like there is that. Sometimes fans will do crazy shit. So I understand why they're just like, nah, fuck it. But it was cool to see Piper just like, hey man, what's up? Cool, good to see you. It's my farewell match.
See you around, man. Don't get tackled.
Yeah. Oh, but he does. Next, they're like, well, where'd Jesse go? What's he doing?
Yeah. He wants to be announced because he's going to be in the Predator.
Yeah, he wants to see the crowd from the ring or something. This shit's so weird.
It's body time.
Is it that just to promote the Predator?
It's just to promote the Predator. They literally say a Predator opening June 5th, or Gorilla does.
Oh, really? Yeah. It's so bad. Like, why is this in there? I guess to promote Predator, but it's exactly like, what's he doing? Oh man, Jesse, where'd he go? What's this all about?
I wonder if they got money to promote Predator, or just because the Jesse's gonna be in the Predator, they're like, oh, we'll promote the Predator.
I don't know. I bet the studio probably paid a little bit to get the promotion.
Next, it's Danny Davis in the Hart Foundation.
I didn't even write Danny Davis' name down. I don't care about that bullshit evil referee or whatever.
I really just tuned this match out. I was so bored.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I actually gave this match 3 stars. Just because British Bulldog is pretty cool in it.
I just think it was a waste of the tag team championship in WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah, because they didn't actually defend it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, it is a stupid match for sure.
That's what I'm talking about.
But Bulldog was just manhandling everyone. So Brett and Anvil gave Brett 6 out of 10. Anvil's 5 out of 10. Because Brett's not ever like...
Yeah.
He's got weird, greasy hair. He wears those stupid sunglasses. He's not in like amazing shape ever. He's like athletic and strong, but you know, he just kind of looks like Bret Hart. For some reason, I don't like the all pink Hart Foundation uniforms too much either.
I need the contrast.
Yeah, Anvil I gave 5 out of 10. He's like a big strong, but he always just looks crazy.
He's like a shitty Arn Anderson.
Mm-hmm. I don't really like Arn Anderson either.
You don't like Arn Anderson? Fuck you.
He stabbed Sid or Sid stabbed him?
Sid stabbed him.
Psycho Sid. Matilda, the British Bulldog's bulldog, she gets a 10 out of 10. She's the best. Earlier, Gorilla Monsoon called fucking Bob Orton the excellence of execution.
Yeah.
In this match, he calls Bret Hart the master of execution and the excellence of execution.
Well, as we know, Bret Hart is excellent.
Yeah, that name that sort of title falls around forever. Bulldog fucking 8 out of 10. Bulldog's fucking dope. I wish he didn't have his braids yet though. Remember when he had fucking
he looks stupid as shit.
Tito 6 out of 10. I always like Tito Santana.
Yeah.
But he's not as in
Chico, you mean?
Yeah, he's not as good a shape as I remember being.
Yeah, I think a couple years later, like when
he gets more of a title run. Yeah. And then Dynamite Kid 9 out of 10. This dude's body is fucking insane. So we gotta talk about this. He's 5'8", right?
Yeah.
He weighs 238 pounds.
He doesn't really weigh 238 pounds.
No, I actually went in and fucking this dude was straight up 5'8" and 230 pounds. And how does he doesn't look fat. He's fucking jacked. Steroids, he fucking loves steroids. Well, no, he fucking loves steroids and speed.
Yeah, because he's a fucking crazy person from what I understood.
Well, I think it's because he's 5'8".
And he's loves steroid and speed.
Well, Bret Hart even said this talking about him. He did not like being 5'8", especially in wrestling.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fucking horrible. And
so
when you add speed and steroids on top of that.
And he wanted to be as big as possible, and he wanted to be bigger than he was. But steroids don't make you tall. Maybe if you're young, you just inject them into your shins. Yes, he's a crazy person too. Yeah, he was mean. Bret Hart and Dave Meltzer said he's absolutely one of the best wrestlers that ever lived, but he seems like a fucking dickhead.
Yeah, I don't care.
He's also English,
which is another mark against you.
Yeah, British Bulldogs. Matilda though, 10 out of 10. Yeah, I gave this match 3 stars. I like that fucking evil referee guy didn't actually get to do. He wasn't in the match very much.
I just like when he's mean mugging so much in the pre-match interview.
But I actually just always really liked the British Bulldogs. And this is at the point in their career where they're more jobbers than anything because Dynamite Kid had broken his back.
They're about to be done.
Oh yeah, Dynamite Kid's about to be out. And then Bulldog will be hurt for a little bit, but come back and be 3-man tag with the Hart Foundation.
Sort of. And then he'll do his own thing.
Well, yeah, it's in and out. I don't know, it's cool. It's cool just to see all these ghosts running around. Because Bret Hart's the only one that's still alive.
Danny Davis is dead?
Oh, Tito's still alive?
Oh, Tito.
Yeah, Tito! Tito!
He's got that Latin fever.
Yeah. I could have sworn Dynamite Kid died in 1990. He lived until 2018.
Really? He just died last year? I could have sworn he died years ago.
No, he lived longer than the Bulldog.
Wow.
I don't know how he did it. How did he do it? How?
When you have that much anger,
it just keeps you.
Sustains you.
Sustains you. Yeah, my note says, wow, there's a lot of ghosts in this match. They had Bob and Mary were doing commentary on this one, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and it's really bad.
It's really awkward. Bob's okay, but
Mary's just like, oh,
who's that?
I don't like. Well, we have the same last name, Hart.
But I'm not related to Jimmy Hart.
I don't like him. Oh, that's another thing I liked about this match is
Jimmy Hart's the.
Well, they fucking throw Jimmy Hart around like crazy.
He's always good to take a bump.
Yeah, he's taking like real like big bumps and stuff. So that's cool. Yeah, and I love Matilda and blah blah blah. Mary Hart's just she sounds like she's on drugs. Like,
she probably was.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on, man. We're having a good time.
I don't even know how that ends, but the Harts win.
Oh yeah, so Bulldog beats the shit out. He like power slams Anvil, then kills.
Oh, that's right. Like
evil referee.
Yeah. Danny Davis kind of just falls on an unconscious.
Yeah, because there's like interference all over the place.
Yeah, it's
Dynamite
one of those fucking messes of an ending.
Yeah, Dynamite Kid still can't do very much because it's only been like 6 months since he broke his back. Tito gets to come in a few times and do like in tag matches when you like get tagged in, you got a lot of energy and you do some like from body splashes and stuff like that,
drop kicks, and some Irish whips,
and you're like pumping your fists and stuff.
Got some cross bodies.
So he gets to do that, but that's about it for Tito. I don't care. 3 stars. They throw Jimmy Hart from the top rope across like the entire ring. And Bulldog kills that referee. Oh shit! Now it's time for Andre the Giant. Well, except for it's Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Everybody want to do this.
You can see Andre is wearing that crazy back brace because his back's fucked. Because it makes his body look weird. But he's got a back brace on. This is the Brain. Must be really excited and nervous, like in real life, like about the match, because he flubs his lines a little bit. But the best part is, he's like, it's when you get those butterflies in your stomachs. And it's like the Brain's got multiple stomachs.
He's a cow, Bobby the cow.
Yeah, but he's just like, Hogan, you're a punk. I'm gonna be a manager who gets the world title. Andre's gonna kill you. You know what it is. He's a big fella. That's kind of it. You better be scared, Hogan. Next match is Butch Reed. Who that?
I don't know.
He gets an 8 out of 10 though. He's fucking buff.
Versus the Birdman.
Birdman, Coco Beware.
Coco Beware.
I feel it. Isn't that
This is definitely a piss break match. This is when you're supposed to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, this is 1 star.
Coco is fun to watch.
Yeah,
he always is.
Didn't our aunt and uncle know Birdman?
No, I don't. I think they knew they might have known the Birdman, but I think they knew like another jobber better.
Oh,
probably Butch Reed.
Butch Reed, yeah, he fought the Birdman. Frankie, 10 out of 10. That pair's dope. He's well trained. He's like, whatever. I don't even care. I'm here to have a good time.
Yeah, he flies when to Coco's arm when he wants him to. He doesn't run off from the crowd. Doesn't seem bothered by all the lights and flashing and yelling. So
he's like, whatever. Well, parents are pretty smart, so he's probably just like, I'm used to this shit. What's up, fans? Birdman, 6 out of 10. He's never in great shape, but he's a strong man. And then also, he's always got the coolest tights. Him and Jake the Snake.
Remember after the Hart Foundation breaks up and Bret does his own thing, Coco does a tag team with Jim Neidhart, and then he does a tag team with Owen Hart.
Oh, yeah. He was always around.
Yeah, Coco just kind of hangs around for like
20 he's known in the wrestling world as he's a really good technical wrestler. He sells really well. He can, he's one of those guys that like helps other people. So
that's really like a rare person in professional wrestling.
Undertaker is
apparently a really good.
Yeah, he's like, come on guys, we can do it together. Let's make some money. And whereas usually other guys on top are like, fuck you. You got to change in the fucking hallway, The Miz. Oh yeah, this is where Ventura starts saying a lot of racist shit.
Yeah, against Tito Santana.
Well, he says some weird shit about Birdman too. Like, oh yeah, this fucking animal coming out here with this parrot, and I was like, oh my god. And then so Tito Santana comes out to beat up Butch Reed with Birdman, even though Birdman lost. And he's just Chico Santana with his Latin temper and fucking Chico. Blah, blah.
I think he continues to refer to him as Chico Santana the rest of the WrestleMania.
Yeah, and then a few years later he becomes mayor of some town in Minnesota, and then eventually governor of Minnesota.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, like this is Jesse playing a character. This is not how he actually.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not like you could like check out this WrestleMania 3. Do you really want this guy to be your mayor?
yeah. I don't think
it's like, well, no, I want Jesse Ventura to be my mayor, not Jesse the Body Ventura. He's still got these thoughts in his head. Also, he ended up being a crazy conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, that's true.
When he was first running and calling out the corruption in the government and stuff, straight up, you're right, Jesse Ventura, cool. But then, I don't know.
UFOs and aliens.
Yeah, and then he took it forever. He became fucking
Jesse the crazy.
Jesse the Dan Aykroyd Ventura. Did you notice the signs aren't like a big thing yet? You know, like how wrestling.
Oh yeah, there's like one or two, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's like a million of them.
Yeah, the best ones were at ECW because they're like offensive and shit. ECW was so weird. Did you ever watch the documentary about ECW?
Nah, I didn't see it.
It's on the network. You should watch it. It's really interesting. Yeah. But yeah, man, ECW is fucking crazy. Now it's time for the main event.
Everybody's the greatest match of all time.
Yeah, especially for the WWF. We get another angle package.
I like the fake doctor they have.
Yeah, and it's clearly just the backstage at some arena.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I can't believe how well he's healing. He's just a real strong guy.
His healing is miraculous.
And this dude is definitely one of the dudes who like helps put together the ring or some shit.
He's the best actor from the crew.
Yeah, so basically what happened is Macho Man crushed Steamboat's larynx, as Jesse Ventura keeps saying. And Steamboat had to heal and come back and needs revenge.
Also, there's a whole like sub King Kong plot with George Animal Steel and Miss Elizabeth.
Yeah, where he keeps stealing Miss Elizabeth because he loves her. And Macho Man stole the belt or something. I don't know what the deal with that is. It seems like he's actually
no. Danny Davis was that fake referee that Hart Foundation won. He's the one that helped Macho Man win the Intercontinental title.
Okay, and Hart Foundation tag title. Okay, yeah. So he's the evil ref. Nobody likes him.
That's why British Bulldog power slammed him into the canvas. God damn
it. Yep. So Macho Man coming out with Miss Elizabeth. Steamboat coming out with George the Animal Steel. George the Animal Steel, man, I forgot that he just had a shirt of body hair. Forgot all about that hair.
Sweater body hair.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
This has got to be like one of his last events too. I don't remember him much past WrestleMania 3.
No, he's already past his prime at this point. This is when he's starting to become a trainer and stuff. He still has a green tongue though, so he committed to being a character again. Mm-hmm. And yeah, he's playing it real hard. He keeps getting reprimanded by the referee, and he's like, "Oh." But yeah, so this is a 4-star match. Macho Man
4.5-star match.
Macho Man 9 out of 10. He's not always the buffest guy, but he is. There's something to be said for both Macho Man and Steamboat, where they got to the point where their bodies look really good. You know, they're lifting weights, maybe taking steroids and stuff, but they're still able to move and actually perform some feats of athleticism quite a bit compared to everyone else who wrestles at this WrestleMania. So it's you want to stay around like 6 feet, 230 pounds. Like that's the sweet spot for wrestling. It seems like, because that's also like Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's the sweet spot. It seems like, and then most of the WWE stars now. That's about it. There's like huge guys still, but majority of the roster.
So you're saying I'm too tall to be an amazing wrestler?
No, you could be a wrestler. You just would have to not be Hulk Hogan size. I guess, you know what, you could.
I think I am Hulk Hogan size.
Yeah, if you just got to eat a lot.
Unless Hulk Hogan actually is 6'6".
He's not. I don't think. You just got to eat a lot, take some steroids, start lifting really heavy weights. You'd be Hulk Hogan,
brother.
You
know, eat your vitamins, say your prayers, go out there.
Yeah, so Macho Man and Steamboat both give him both 9 out of 10s. Macho Man's hair is crazy. I always forget that he just basically had like a swath of pubic hair.
His hair is so crazy. It's like so thick.
What a weird texture his hair has. He's like Italian, right? Pafo?
Yeah. Which means he probably has like, I don't know, like some sort of Middle Eastern or Arabic in him from
something. Yeah. Well, his hair, the texture of his hair is so interesting. I wish I would have met Macho Man at some point in my life so I could touch his hair.
Maybe you meet his brother. They had similar hair.
Lenny Pafo?
Yeah. What was his name? The professor?
Leapin' Lenny Poffo.
Wasn't he like the professor too,
or yeah, he came out in robes.
Uh-huh.
He also used the graduation song.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Why does Macho Man use that?
Because WWF doesn't want to pay for music.
Oh, so it's like public domain.
Royalty free, yeah.
It's crazy. I was like, man, did he at some point have like a professor gimmick? Maybe back in the day, and he just carried it with him, or he like let his brother have it. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat is billed as being from Hawaii, which I don't think is true.
I don't know. I can believe that. I mean,
I don't know. I feel like he's from actually from New York or something.
This is another guy that goes to WCW and then wins like the world championship.
Yeah.
I don't remember what they billed him as in WCW because I'm pretty sure they gave him his real place of origin in WCW.
Yeah. So this is a period where so WWF's on top. WCW's like still kind of hillbilly wrestling.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't even know if they're really WCW. They're still like part of NWA and.
I think by 80... Oh, yeah, they might not be WCW until, 90 or something like that. 89, 90. WCW does pick up a lot of talent from WWF that are really talented wrestlers, but, not the type of dudes that Vince McMahon likes. Mm-hmm. Like Steamboat.
Yeah.
So, WCW ends up with a pretty good roster of actual talented wrestlers, and WWF ends up with a bunch of big dudes who can punch each other. But yeah, this match is great. So, like I said, they're healthy enough that they can actually move around. There's spots jumping off the ropes, doing hip tosses, Irish whips, going off the top rope outside, double axe handles. At one point, Macho Man gets thrown over the top, which is a crazy spot for 1987. Even Jesse Ventura's like, whoa, oh my god, he's right over the top. Which is, when you think about it now, it's like, yes, so what?
Standard.
But it was crazy at the time. This is a serious match. It's real strong style.
Soft style.
Strong style. It's real, yeah, it's got New Japan, speed. I don't know, it's ahead of its time. This is kind of what WWE's matches are like now, where there is some speed and fluidity to it. Not crazy big spots because WWE's don't get hurt.
Well, that's really what all of it is. That's even why they work so slow in this time frame.
Yeah. And so I guess I don't mean it's ahead of its time because this is exactly what they're doing in New Japan at the time.
Yeah, or even some of the
Luchador and stuff, in Mexico. But it is a fucking amazing match for WWF, especially at the time where it is just big dudes punching each other. They're actually doing moves and moving around. There's a part where Steamboat gets dumped to the outside, he's actually out in the crowd. Which is a big deal at the time too. Macho Man brings him back in. He's got dookie tights now because the floor was apparently really dirty. And
Steamboat's just dropping shit.
Yeah, and Steamboat's wearing white tights, so he's just got dookie stains all over his tights. Macho Man keeps jumping off high places doing double axe handles, and Gorilla keeps saying bombs away, and also Ventura keeps saying larynx. He's trying to get that larynx. So not too much interference from the outside. George the Animal Steel helps out Steamboat when he gets dumped to the outside. He's like, come on, man,
get up there, buddy, come on. There's the weird little spot with the ref.
Yeah, well, so Macho Man... So the ref's knocked out. Macho Man accidentally Irish whips Steamboat into the ref.
Yeah.
Ref's knocked out. I don't know if that would knock you out unless they bumped Cabezas. But Macho Man's like, well, fuck it. He does the elbow drop, sees the ref's down. He's like, all right, well, I'll get the ring bell. I'm in this whole career. He's going to destroy the larynx again. George the Animal Steel snatches the ring bell. But then Macho Man clobbers him, gets it back.
And Steamboat wraps up Macho Man in a little...
a little small package. Small package.
And for the quick 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, and that's it. He wins. Yeah, he doesn't even... What's cool is he doesn't even do a big finish or anything. You know what I mean? He doesn't do a signature move. He just out-wrestled him. Apparently, at this point, Macho Man is the longest intercontinental title holder of all time for WWF.
Yeah.
And then
Honky Tonk will take it from him.
After Honky Tonk takes it from Steamboat, I think, and then that's that, which is crazy because Honky Tonk Man is not a good wrestler.
Oh, you don't think Conor McMahon's a good wrestler?
Well, he's not fun. He's not exciting. Okay. He's a good technical wrestler, yeah, but he's not like.
I also think he's interesting on the mic too compared to a lot of the guys, which I think is fun.
Oh yeah, he is good on the mic. He's Jerry Lawler's cousin. You know that?
Makes perfect sense.
Yep, they look and sound alike. So it's like okay, yeah. But yeah, that's it. That 4-star best match of WrestleMania in a lot of people's opinions. Apparently, there's recent ones like Attitude Era ones, and even more recent ones that like Dave Meltzer's given 5 stars to, but I'm not familiar enough with them to talk about them. Definitely AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura was not a fucking 4-star match. Shinsuke Nakamura is the king of strong style.
What about that Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels Iron Man match? Was that WrestleMania?
I don't know. Was the Montreal Screwjob WrestleMania? No, that was some other pay-per-view, huh? Yeah, because they wouldn't have had WrestleMania in Canada. No way. It's like always in Nolans now.
Nolans?
Yeah, Louisiana. So the arrangement of this card is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Because this match that takes place after this, and then the match after that, definitely seemed like they should have been before Steamboat and Macho Man.
Yeah, I feel like Steamboat and Macho Man leads up to Andre and Hulk, but maybe Hogan, but maybe they're afraid that it'll
outshine it.
But I don't know. I guess we can talk to it when we get to the match. But the Hogan Andre match, it's not technically a better match than Steamboat and Macho Man, but in terms of like emotion and excitement, it's just as good, maybe better. It's
crazy how invested I was in the match. Because
right?
like leading up to it, I was like, I've seen it before. I know it's like not a good match. Like I don't care too much. But then I don't know. I was actually like, I even knew the outcome, and I know.
I knew the spots for most parts.
And I know like they make Hogan has slammed Andre before. Hogan has beat Andre before. You know, it's not anything new. It's just at WrestleMania. Most people don't know about the house shows and stuff. But like, I don't know. I was like, oh my god, he did it! Like I was really fucking invested in it for some reason.
I remember hearing an interview with Al Snow. You know Al Snow, wrestler, talking about WrestleMania 3 and people's perception that the Macho Man Steamboat match was so much better than the Hogan and Andre. And he's like, you should go back and watch them because I guarantee you people will remember the Andre and Hogan match a lot. Like the fans. Not like the marks, but the fans will remember it a lot more than the Macho Man and Steamboat. And I actually think he's kind of right.
Yeah, there's something to it. It is like it feels
there's something about
there's like high drama,
right? Yeah, and there's a lot of the Hogan's WrestleMania matches. There's a lot of high drama. Like even the one after this is the tournament one, like WrestleMania 4, right? Is the tournament?
I think so.
And then WrestleMania 5 is the Mega Powers collide with Macho Man. That's a really good match. And then he even has a good match with the fucking Ultimate Warrior on WrestleMania 6.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 7 is bullshit.
Which one's 7?
That's the Sergeant Slaughter one.
Oh, yeah. Man. Alright, we'll get to it. But first, Alice Cooper's hanging out. It's Detroit, so I guess, right? It's Alice Cooper's... He lives out here now, right?
He lives in Arizona.
Yeah, he's got like a radio show where he's like, it's me, Alice Cooper. It's time for
since 1987.
Rock and roll. Yeah, it's Jake the Snake versus Honky Tonk Man. 2 of my favorite wrestlers when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I really liked Honky Tonk Man and Jake the Snake. I still really like Jake the Snake. His personal life story is fucking crazy and amazing too. Like, fucking big ups to Diamond Dallas Page. Like, Jake the Snake's like doing good now. He was on the Joe Rogan podcast and like fucking healthy as shit.
Wow,
it's crazy. Like, he should have died forever ago. But nah. Damien, giant ass snake. They say the Damien weighs like 100 pounds. I don't believe that.
That's crazy.
He's a big ass snake, but I don't think he's 100 pounds. He's 10 out of 10 though. Damien looks great. He looks strong. He looks healthy. I'm really digging his vibe. Honky Tonk doesn't like him. So this match, 2 stars. I mean, it's just kind of like a brawl, right? What you would expect from Jake the Snake and Honky Tonk. Really, Honky Tonk is a good technical wrestler, but he doesn't do anything flashy. He does like a lot of arm drags and stuff.
I will say, Did you rate? Have you given your ratings on their looks yet?
All right. So Jake the Snake, I gave him a 5 out of 10. I forgot that Jake the Snake's like legitimately like 6'6". Like he's tall as fuck.
Yeah,
he just looks like a tall, strong dad. Like that's the vibe he's got.
Jake the Snake and I have a very similar body type. Like, my gut's a little bit smaller, my shoulders might be a little bit bigger, but when I saw him, like, holy shit.
Well, yeah, that's when I saw him, I was like, oh, that's kind of what Dad looks like.
That's what I have Dad's body type.
Yeah. I was like, oh, interesting. So, yeah, it gave him, 6 out of 10. Because, like, yeah, he's, solid, like, strong, lithe, tall dad body. Honky Tonk, I only gave a 5 out of 10. Because and I have a specific reason why. So I really like his look. His sideburns are good. He's got a nice pompadour. Got cool ass tights. And also I forgot that at one point Honky Tonk was in like relatively good shape.
Yeah,
like he looks good in this match. But when he comes out to the ring, it's apparent he doesn't know how to play or even hold a guitar. And he's trying to do like Elvis like hip shake moves, but he's just so crackery that he can't move his hips. So he's just got his hands up, like, wiggling back and forth like a crazy person. He looks like he's just fucking having a fit, not that he's dancing or anything. So that was really disturbing to me as an adult. So I only gave him a 5 out of 10 because of that. Otherwise, it would have been a higher score. At one point, Alice Cooper takes off his jacket, and it
is terrifying.
Yeah, he gets a 2 out of 10. He straight up looks like, I swear I've seen him in a sleep paralysis episode. He does not look good. He looks scary to me.
There's one point where the body's like, oh, Jimmy Hart can take Alice Cooper. I'm like, yeah.
I think
you're right, buddy. He could.
A strong wind could take Alice Cooper. He looks so gross. I mean, I'm more familiar with him as an older gentleman. Because even in 87, it'd already been like 10 years that he was doing his shit. But he never looked that healthy. Mm-mm. He looks like he's ready to die in 1987.
It's crazy how much worse you can look than Jake the Snake Roberts.
Jake the Snake doesn't look that bad. He just looks like, he looks like a dad, you know?
Yeah.
Remember when like dad bods got popular on the internet?
For like a week.
But like what they really wanted was just kind of like a barrel chest and like not exactly a dad bod, just like a guy slightly
kind of
overweight,
buff arms and
which is
not on the tummy.
It's not really what dads look like most of the time. Here, Jake the Snake, that's what dads look like to me. That's a dad bod.
That's what your dad looks like.
Yeah, just a little bit of a gut, really long, gangly, strong shoulders, like always just really well defined, like shoulder and upper back. No one knows why. It's from mowing the lawn, I bet. This match is all right. Like I said, it's a brawl. Honky Tonk wins? No, Jake. Yeah,
Honky wins. Yeah,
Honky wins. Honky.
There's Malarkey at the end. That's what I would say.
Yeah, Malarkey because they get Damien out. Jake Snake doesn't get to do the DDT, so that's why I only gave this match 2 stars.
Yeah, he does a really nice DDT. There's a lot of. It's real snappy.
But yeah, because he like. You know what I mean? He like really kicks his legs up and like lifts the guy, so it always looks like, oh, so devastating. And also the DDT is like one of my favorite wrestling moves of all time. It might be because of Jake the Snake, but there's something just like real elegant about it, where it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking dump you on the top of your head. But yeah, he didn't get to do it, so the match gets 2 stars. But I did like when they brought Damien out because the snakes are cool. Damien's 10 out of 10. They throw him on Jimmy Hart. Jimmy Hart hates snakes.
There's a gimmick later on, and probably like a year or 2 after this, where Andre hates snakes, and like Andre and I feel like a lot of Jake the Snake Roberts' potential feuds are with people that mysteriously have fears of snakes.
Remember when the Cobra bit Macho Man?
Oh, did it bite Macho Man? I thought it bit Sid.
It was Macho Man. Remember it's lashed onto his arm
and
he's tied up in the ropes?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
When Jake the Snake Roberts really became a bad guy, he got a cobra. That's how you know he's evil.
It was the devenom. So Macho Man was not in danger of being dead. No, it wasn't defanged. They just removed his venom glands.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it really bit the shit out of his arm. Jake the Snake has a good story about that, where Macho Man made him prove that it wasn't venomous by having it bite him before the match. Like, he stormed into his locker room and he made him have the snake bite him.
Ooh, you're gonna show me now.
Yeah, Jake the Snake does a really fucking good Macho Man impression. It's there's a clip from it from the Joe Rogan podcast.
I don't watch Joe Rogan or listen to Joe Rogan.
You gotta just.
I'm not doing it.
It's fucking.
I do a better Macho Man than anybody, and I won't hear against.
It's such a fucking good story. Yeah, the match ends in malarkey. All these matches end in malarkey. That's that's a good thing about the modern era, I think, where usually they just have regular finishes.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. You mix it up. You shouldn't have all regular finishes. You shouldn't have all dusty finishes.
Yeah.
You have a mix. Mm-hmm. And if you're gonna have like a regular finish as the main event, like maybe the two previous matches should be screwy finishes.
Yeah.
Or the reverse.
Yeah.
It's poetry. It rhymes.
I don't know. It's Vince Russo, the guy that was booking the end of WCW. He was doing a lot of crazy finishes. Vince Russo. They go over the indoor attendance bullshit again. Yeah. Like, it's a record. And Vince McMahon's in the back just fucking masturbating. He's like, yes. Oh God, Linda. Oh, the attendance. This is the only way I can get hard anymore.
Attendance records.
Yeah, the slickness is back.
Yeah, you like how he's still fucked up.
Yeah. Oh, we forgot to mention. Yeah, he came out with Rufus, or Butch Reed rather.
Butch Reed, yeah.
And
natural Butch Reed.
Yeah, Tito and Coco tore all of his shitty clothes off.
Yeah, that's a funny, like, Bobby Heenan and in the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. They get all these crazy wardrobe changes, but the Slickster's got one pair of clothes and they got ripped, so he's fucked.
Well, I think the joke is that he's
poor.
He thinks he's slick, but yeah, Girl Monsoon's like, he doesn't even got like $39 worth of clothes on. But he comes out with the Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov.
At the beginning, when they were doing that montage with Luther Franklin, I'm like, holy shit, hopefully Nikolai Volkov is in here.
They're gonna fight the Killer Bees.
Another tag team that I've completely forgotten. The precursor to the Rockers.
So Killer Bees, 0 out of 10. They are not Wu-Tang affiliated. So out the door with them. I could have sworn it was Nikolai Volkov with a V, which is how it would be for a Russian name. But they do Nikolai Volkov
with F's.
That's not real. How come he didn't tell them?
He's a real Russian.
I think he's actually Lithuanian or something.
Same fucking.
But yeah, I give him a 10 out of 10, Volkov, because his singing was phenomenal. I forgot that he came out and sang the Russian national anthem all the time.
He does have a really nice voice, right?
Yeah, he's got that strong Russian vibrato. Kind of like what is it, the Dynamo fucking in Running Man?
From
Running Man, yeah. Oh, very operatic. Iron Sheik, 7 out of 10. He's got a crazy body.
He's always looked really cool.
He's just got the strongest shoulders and chest I've ever fucking seen. And he's got like a gut, but he's got like abs on top of his gut. How did he do this?
All the fat's beneath the muscle?
Yeah, he's got like the visceral fat. But man, he looks like he'd fuck motherfuckers up.
He has fucked motherfuckers up.
I watched the clip of it. He so nowadays using the
Hogan told him to break the Ultimate Warrior's legs because the Warrior was refusing to drop the belt. Sergeant Slaughter, I think.
Fucking Ultimate Warrior. So club weights are really popular now for exercises, but they did originate in like Iraq and Iran and stuff, which is where Iron Sheik's actually from.
Yeah.
I was watching a clip that randomly YouTube recommended it to me, and it was him.
It knows you
in the
ring.
Algorithm. It was him in the ring, showing off his ability with club weights back in the day, like around this time period. And he's got fucking the 80-pound ones. I don't know if you've ever messed with club weights, but the 25-pound ones are weird because of the weight distribution.
It's all at the tip.
Yeah, and he's got like fucking 80-pound ones, just like swinging them around. Like I was like, holy shit! So Iron Sheik can kill people for sure. Like that camel clutch. I bet he can
take a man's head right off.
He's my god, and he's the one who apparently came up with like jabroni and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, rock stole it from him. So Iron Sheik, I gave it 8 out of 10. He's that body's.
What about special surprise guest Jim Duggan?
Oh, 10 out of 10. Thumbs up. USA. Oh! Jim Duggan.
I love Jim Duggan. I don't know why. I have such an affinity.
That was like Mom's favorite wrestler too, just because he was like always running around like
being a fucking dork.
Yeah. Well, no, she fucking loved Rick Rude.
Oh well, yeah, who wouldn't though?
But I mean, in like a different way. Rick Rude was fucking cut up.
Ravishing Rick Rude.
Yeah, he did. He had a crazy body and strong mustache. Mom likes mustache guys.
Yeah, Tom Selleck, Lando Calrissian,
Sam Elliott.
Why did I say Lando Calrissian?
Billy D.
Billy D.
Sam Elliott. Rick
Rude.
Rude. Just that real 70s style. That's crazy. Oh, yeah, she does love Billy D. Colt 45.
Ooh, such a fine lady.
The only thing I didn't like about Iron Sheik, I like his shorts. His shorts are cool. Because they look like a prayer mat almost. Mm-hmm. That's a cool design. But he's got fucking pointy genie shoes on.
I like those. I always liked his shoes.
Oh, really?
They're different than everybody else's.
That's cool. I just feel like, was that his choice? I don't know. It seems kind of like...
I feel like it was his choice, but who knows?
Yeah. I'm sure he was having fun. I do like his shorts, though. They're cool. Really cool. This match, though, not good. This is one... I didn't even... Oh, no, I had to give it one
They're like,
star.
let's put the shittiest match before Andre and Hogan.
They'll make them look great. I mean, you'd think it wouldn't be that shitty because Iron Sheik and Volkov, but whoever the Killer Bees are, they're useless. They got bee tights.
They're the shitty Rockers.
Yeah. Did the Rockers exist at this point?
No, I think they're a couple years after this, actually.
Man, it's crazy. Like, what were the Road Warriors doing at this point? They're in Japan or
the NWA, I think.
Man, they're the best tag team of all time. The Road Warriors. This is the first TV appearance of Hacksaw Jim Duggan in WWF, I think.
Is it really?
I think so, something like that. They're just bringing him in to feud with Volkov and Sheik, which he'll do for a while because he's a real working class USA guy. That's why he's got a 2x4.
He's got,
I guess, right?
From a job site.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of the idea. Hacksaw Jim Duggan's cool though. He had the interesting body too because he was kind of a gut guy that was hella strong and
yeah, he had a gut, but his chest and arms are giant sized.
Very interesting. Yeah. So
he also had got cancer, right? Pancreatic cancer or some shit.
Oh yeah. I think you're right. He actually causes the Killer Bees to lose the match.
Yeah, because he runs in and clobbers the Sheik with the
Sheik, yeah, when he's got the camel clutch on. I think the Sheik could kill that dude with the camel clutch for sure. But so it was a good choice for Duggan running. He saved that man's life. But they're even though they lost the match, they're just hella psyched. I guess I would be too if I was at WrestleMania.
Yeah, why not?
I'd be like, whatever.
It's not. I mean, it's not real.
So I was watching a clip from the last WrestleMania where it was one of the women's matches, Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax. And after Nia Jax beats, they have an angle package. Yeah. So there's been a big build up to this fight because of the angle they were working for a while. And then Nia Jax beats Alexa Bliss, who's kind of like a bitch character. And then after she beats her, she's now the women's champion. And it was a YouTube clip, and there's people in the comments that are like, "Oh, I hate that she's crying at the end and blah blah blah." But I was just thinking about it from angle perspective. It fits because of how they built it, but then also the reality of the situation for her to be winning the women's title at WrestleMania. Yeah. I bet it is incredibly emotionally overwhelming. I know it's all fixed and staged, but she probably worked for 10 years at least to get to this point where and it's basically winning an Oscar or an award.
That's the equivalent of winning an award, saying, "Hey, you're really good at what you do."
Yeah,
for the most part, or you're David Arquette and they just hand it to you.
Yeah, but WrestleMania is a big deal, especially in wrestling. So I was like, yeah, I thought it was cool. In the comments, fucking women's wrestling. Why are they crying? Well, because it's a big fucking deal. Yeah. So, whatever. I don't know why I wanted to rant about that. I don't know. So, misogyny's out there. You can find it in the YouTube comments. Thanks, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Because the Killer Bees probably just like to be at WrestleMania. That's the point. Yeah, but they all ride off together with Duggan, and they all hold the 2x4, and they're like, "Fuck yeah, proletariat, seize the means of production." That match 1 star, man. Iron Sheik and Volkov they did them dirty.
Yeah, Iron Sheik and Volkov are one of my favorite tag teams from the late 80s.
They're still going strong for a few more years after this, right?
Yeah. I really like tag team wrestling.
Yeah, I think tag team is the best because you don't have all the resting bullshit because they can rest on the outside,
right?
Which I think is really important dynamic.
I know, but just think about this time period too, 86-ish to 95, 92, and then it gets to do a little bit in the Attitude Era and the WCW or the Monday Night Wars era,
the Hardy Boys and the Dudleys and stuff.
Yeah. But and just in WCW or WWF, like Demolition, Power and Glory, whatever the Barbarian Warlord, Power and Pain.
Powers of Pain, yeah.
Powers of Pain, that's it.
The Rockers. Nasty Boys.
Bushwhackers. Midnight Express.
Legion of Doom or the Road Warriors when they came over. Heart Foundation.
Bulldogs.
British Bulldogs, but yeah, they're on the way out a little. Yeah, the tag team wrestling was really good, and fucking the Mega Powers.
Oh shit! And they're gonna collide.
Yeah, the Mega Powers collide. Speaking of the Mega Powers, this is it.
This is the first Mega Powers collide.
Actually, we gotta tell you. So Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Iron Sheik are gonna get in trouble not too long after this event. Because this is when kayfabe was still really, you know,
big
people,
deal, right?
yeah, people, you still act like the wrestling was real. A lot of people didn't exactly know it wasn't quite real. Iron Sheik and Jim Duggan are traveling together, as wrestlers are wont to do. And they get arrested for marijuana possession, and of course, it's all over the news, and they get in a lot of trouble because technically they broke kayfabe.
It's not the marijuana part.
Yeah, well, they're supposed to be feuding with each other, building heat and stuff, and like, nah, they're friends and stuff. Wrestling's fake. And of course, a couple years later, Vince McMahon's like, yeah, wrestling's not real. It's not actually
it's sports entertainment. So please don't sue us. Yeah, steroids aren't a big deal.
Steroids can go anywhere. Because technically, it's not sports. Anything for a buck.
Is it going to cost us money if it's a sport? We have to worry about the drug tests and steroids?
Yeah.
Sports entertainment.
You're in the wrestling business. I'm in the sports entertainment business. Now they are going to interview Andre. And he's basically like...
I want to beat up.
What he's really saying is, my body hurts.
Yeah.
Because you tell he's just like... I can't believe he continues to wrestle still for another year or two.
Yeah, a couple years.
And it's like, oh man, that's crazy. I would have, after this, been like, okay.
Yeah, this would have been my retirement match if I was Andre.
Yeah. He doesn't have too much to say, probably because he's like, oh, it hurts. They should have just had him do, you know that story about him doing like a 16-second fart on the set of Princess Bride?
Yeah.
They should have just had him do that. Oh man, I just got.
This is what I think of Hogan.
I just got a text message. Now they do the angle package.
It's one of the better angle packages.
It is. So they're like bros.
It's like, oh, good job.
And then they have a falling out.
Yeah, 3 years, long time, be champion.
Yep. And Andre rips off his shirt, but also the cross. And Hogan's like, no, I'm a good Christian man.
I like how the body was involved.
Yeah, at one point, yeah, he's like, I brought Andre here.
Can you get Hogan?
Yep. So what was he doing? I called this angle package, rather than Trouble in Paradise, Thunder in Paradise. Do you remember that Hulk Hogan show?
I do, with the boat.
You can get a box set of that show. Thunder in Paradise. Yeah.
I don't know if I want to spend any money on that.
What? It was the best. They had a boat, and they always solved like beach crimes.
Obviously, they had a boat.
Remember the episode that Sting was in?
Yeah, I do. And he was like a mad bomber. What bombs him in?
Yeah.
I think he was a mad bomber. I just remember he had a speedboat and he was wearing army pants.
Yeah, fucking awesome. And he had still had the bleach. That was still Surfer Sting with the bleach hair.
Yeah, I think it was just before.
And he had a giant like red button-up shirt. I don't remember why I remember so much, but I remember he had crazy eyes in every scene.
He's a mad bomber.
Let's be the Stinger.
I always liked Sting.
He's interesting. The Crow Sting shit that he did forever, like. Surfer Sting was way cooler.
Yeah, I mean, Crow Sting was really great when the NWO shit was going on.
Yeah, but they kept doing it.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like, after that, that Starrcade with Hogan should have been the end of the Crow Sting and end of the NWO shit. But, you know, WCW's know how to fucking book shit.
Yeah, they ran that shit into the ground. Kevin Sullivan, Kevin Nash, Vince Russo. You guys suck. Not Kevin Sullivan.
Kevin Sullivan. It's not really your fault.
Kevin Sullivan tried to fix it, but yeah. Kevin Sullivan is responsible for Chris Benoit and his family's death, though.
Shut up.
You've never heard that conspiracy theory?
That he's a real Satanist?
Yeah. Kevin Sullivan. Yep. I'm a good Irish Catholic boy. That's what he said. Yeah, he does There's an interview. Oh, we're tied to the tree of woes in the Buddha Dean. Yeah.
He had a good angle.
Kevin Sullivan was cool. He's not a Satanist though. Oh, so now more Hogan stuff though. He's
He's about to explode again,
and he looks burnt.
Yeah, he does.
Why is he just tanned so much? Is it like fake tan? No, it looks like it's deep into his like.
It's both. I think it's both. I think he's got a tanning bulb at home. He goes out in the sun. He lathers himself in like cocoa butter and orange paint.
Yeah, he looks gross, man. He's just so fucking burnt. It's
himself down with palm oil.
And he definitely looks like an Irishman.
Terry Bollea.
Well, but that's why he's Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be.
Well, they originally wanted him to dye his hair red when he first started calling himself Hogan, I think. But
he's like, nah, my hair's falling out already. Oh man. Oh, my next note says, "What is this old people shit?"
My first note on this match is Hulk Hogan pre-heart attack warm up with Mean Gene.
Oh yeah. Oh, mine's what is this old people shit? Because it's another like interview with Mary Hart and Bob Uecker.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, man, who the fuck would care about this?
Nobody. I don't know who it's for. Even in like '87.
Well, that's the thing. WrestleMania is always like, we got kind of celebrities.
It goes back to your point about Vince McMahon and Donald Trump being very similar.
Yeah, where they're like, yeah, look at look at all this good stuff.
Look at who I know. This man, look, it's Bob Uecker, Mary Hart, yeah. Mr. Baseball.
Yeah, kids fucking know who those people are. Yeah, awesome. Nowadays, though, they got the real stars on WrestleMania, like
Cyndi Lauper. Cyndi Lauper was in the first.
Hell yeah, that Captain Lou Albano was her dad.
Mr. T.
That was actually like a stroke of genius by Vince McMahon at that point, where he like paired like popular pop stars with wrestlers for music videos and shit.
He was real smart.
That was fucking pretty sharp, but then he did not carry on that legacy. He just seems so out of touch.
I did like the WCW try to bring him back and like, we got Dennis Rodman in a match.
Yeah. And they Karl Malone.
I forgot about that. That was our next attempt.
And
David Arquette.
David Arquette, because
WCW World Champion David Arquette.
Yeah, he was in that movie Ready to Rumble, the WCW movie.
Yeah, I think that's.
I know we watched it, but I don't remember that much. Yeah. David Arquette's cool though. Also, he's been asked about it, and he was like, "I knew it was a fucking dumb idea. I didn't want to do it." I don't blame him
necessarily, but
well, he's an actual wrestling fan. He's probably like, "This doesn't make fucking sense."
Yeah, please don't do this.
Yeah. Remember when they had the Misfits wrestling in WCW? Obviously not like fucking not Glenn Danzig, but
wasn't it the Insane Clown Posse?
No, ICP was there too.
Oh, they did.
And Kiss, remember Kiss would perform, and then they had the Demon,
Kiss wrestler guy,
Demon, that was like contractually owned by the Kiss, and he was contractually obligated to perform at like a main event or something.
So fucking stupid.
Yeah, but yeah, the Misfits.
Let's talk about one of the greatest main events in WrestleMania history.
All right.
Instead of fucking WCW's End of Days.
Yeah.
Death throes.
Let's fucking try it.
The death rattle out of WCW.
All right. Hulk Hogan. He is 6'8",
320 pounds.
I'm all right. So I'm thinking 6'4", 6'5", and he might be close.
6'6" tops.
He might be close to 300 pounds though. He is really big.
Yeah.
He's probably.
I don't know. My biggest, I was like 320, and granted, it was more fat than muscle, but I did not look that big. I mean, I looked bigger than that.
Yeah, but muscle's way denser than fat.
That's true.
Like he could easily be 300 pounds. That's like when they like Kevin Nash would come out and they'd be like, "Yeah, he's like 340," or it's like, I don't think so. That dude's got to be like 400 pounds. I mean, like, not that he was a big fat guy, but he was 7'1" and like really big. Like, there's no way he was 320 or something like that, you know? That's like basketball players that are that tall are only around 300 pounds, but they're like really thin and fast. Not
Shaq. Well, how heavy is Shaq?
Oh, he's got to be fucking over 400 pounds now.
Yeah, but I mean, when in his prime, I think he's only around 300, and he was definitely bigger than Kevin Nash.
Yeah, in his prime, yeah. You might be right. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It all depends on like the person and all sorts of different stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, Hulkster is not 6'8". I'm 6'5" at the most, honestly. Because, like, yeah, you've seen him around Conan and, you know,
The Rock
and
is
Karl
6'4".
Malone. And, you know, like, Rodman. Like, Rodman is 6'8". He made Hogan look short.
I don't remember them standing next to each other, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, fuck him, man. I'm going to say 6'4", 6'5". 300 pounds does sound right, though. He's fucking big. And I gave him a 7 out of 10, though. I've never really liked Hulk Hogan's body. I don't understand what the deal was. His biceps are really big. 24-inch pythons, brother. Got 24-inch pythons.
On the tape. I actually think they inflated Hulk's height in this so much because they inflated Andre's height.
Yeah, because they say 7'4", but he's actually only like 7 feet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise the disparity would be like, what?
Yeah.
I want to measure my biceps. Oh, I got these 24.
Mom has measuring tape. I don't know.
I'm going to check it. I'm going to see if I got 24-inch pythons. I don't. I better have like 20 inches.
You gotta work up to 24.
That's my plan, man. Like, anytime I lift weights, like it does all go to like my arms and like my shoulders. So like, I think I can get 24-inch biceps. It'll look weird with the rest of my body.
Get 25 and then bill yourself
I'm
bigger than Hulk.
Send him a tweet like, "Oh, what's up? 25." Yeah, and they're like, I challenge you to WrestleMania 36. You're going down, Hulkster. You can't compete with these 26-inch pythons. Every time I tweet him, they get bigger.
All you have to do is like circle around him because he can't turn that fast with his knees.
Yeah, I'll just kick him in the knees. You're going down, Hulkster. He's not. I mean, he can't be that much bigger than me now.
I mean, he's old and busted, man. Even if he is bigger than you.
Well, I mean, you're not that much bigger than me. Except for, like, sometimes when I stand next to you, it, like, for some reason, like, 2 inches is, like, a big disparity. Andre, I gave a 9 out of 10 just because fucking, he is an impressive sight. He's not in his prime. He's not, like, as scary, but, like, he's just a fucking big-ass dude.
Yeah, he's a huge guy.
And he just carries himself, like...
He's a huge ass dude.
Like, oh, shit. Oh, who's that guy? Oh, that's the boss. Yeah, you can tell he's not capable of doing much, but I do like the way they work the match where he just does, like, power moves, and it showcases how powerful he is. Yeah. Where all he has to do is just hit Hogan once, and Hogan's like, oh.
It just makes him look scary. They book him real well.
Yeah. And they do the longest bear hug of all time.
Yeah, I'm assuming at that point Andre's getting tired, so he's like, I need to rest.
Well, I noticed that both of them got real fucking sweaty after like a minute or two.
Well, Hulk Hogan showed up to the fucking ring covered in grease, so how do you tell the difference?
Well, because it's like dripping off his forehead and like on his shoulders and shit, you know?
It's because he was, before the match, he was amping himself up with Mean Gene. I don't think he took a single breath.
His blood pressure is through the roof. So, I don't know why they fucking did this spot since Hulk Hogan clearly was not committed to it. But he goes outside and he lifts up the canvas so it's bare cement.
Oh yeah,
and
like first of all, like Hogan's supposed to be like the baby face in this.
Yeah, so that's weird.
Such weird ass booking to have him do a little cheat move here. They always have weird booking with Hogan and like the weird cheating he does.
So yeah, so it's already kind of weird, and then they tease as if Andre is gonna take the bump. Obviously he's not because he fucking can't handle that, but. Hulk Hogan fucking doesn't want to take the bump either. He's like
he's holding on to Andre the entire way.
He slowly slides down and just kind of like lets himself onto the cement because Hogan's a bitch when it comes to like spots and stuff.
I feel like he just couldn't jump because really he's the one that has to do most of the lifting. Like, he has to jump himself up and then Andre's just spinning him over. Either he just mistimed it or Hogan does not have the ups for that. Which I think is what it is.
I think it's straight up he did not want to take the bump.
Well, I'm sure it's part of that too, but I just don't think he had the.
He was not committed to it at all.
Yeah,
and that's the thing is like if fucking don't do it, then just take it out of the match because it already is fucking weird anyways. Mm-hmm. I was like pissed off at that part, and also up until that point, I wasn't really feeling the match anyways because at that point it had only been like chops and stuff like that, and I was like, oh, he's lifting up the canvas, weird, because he's face right now, but and then when fucking. It's the biggest non-committal of all time. And I was just like, fucking Hulk Hogan. God damn it. I'm about to drop you down from 7 out of 10 to like fucking 2 out of 10. The fucking Sabu wouldn't do that shit.
Well, yeah, but he's a fucking crazy person.
Well, one time he like totally tore open his bicep on barbed wire and he just duct taped it. Fucking man, he's insane. They wouldn't let him. Remember they did like ECW Invasion and stuff, and they wouldn't like keep him around because they're like all he does is stupid ass spots.
Get him hurt.
And I was like, yeah, but that shit is cool.
Didn't he break his back twice?
Chris Benoit broke his neck, and then he broke his back. Well, I guess Chris Benoit didn't take. It's like like the person who has the hold on is actually in control.
Yeah.
So technically, he broke his own neck. Chris Benoit just helped. And then he broke his back one other time too. And he also wrestled with the Halo on at one point.
Yeah, I remember that. What a dumbass.
Yeah, he's fucking dumb. That's badass though. Suicide's badass. Oh man, yeah. Some of those ECW guys are fucking stupid. Most of them, I guess.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Remember Balls Mahoney?
Nope.
Oh, we recorded Police Academy earlier. You think he's related to him?
I think that's what Mahoney grew into.
Whoa. Yeah, so there's not too much to say about the match.
They do a good job of like building up the emotion.
Yeah, the actual wrestling work, nothing there. Like I said, it's Andre being strong, Hogan appearing weak. He tries to slam him early on, can't get him up.
Hurts his back, and Andre works on that back the entire match.
Yeah, and he's doing the bear hug, crushing Hogan. Hogan's got to like Hulk up using the crowd, right? He's pleading to the crowd, Hulk up.
Getting that power. From the little Hulkamaniacs out there.
All the fucking Hulkamaniacs, fucking Hulkamania and the Hulksters.
With their energy, he'll be able to pick up Andre and slam him to the ground.
Yeah, when it comes crashing down and it hurts inside. Yeah, and he breaks the bear hug. He does a big clothesline and knocks Andre down. And they're like, whoa, no, he's got the big man off his feet, blah, blah, blah. And this is at the point where I was like, holy shit, I'm getting really excited. Which is weird because, like, I'm so not
a Hogan mark.
Yeah, I'm not super into wrestling anymore at all anyways, but I think we've talked about it on the podcast before. Like, if you can tell a good story in wrestling, sometimes it's like, oh, this is fucking like real two gladiators out here. Just
it's a real slobber-knocker.
It's the greatest stage of them all. The real experience is man versus himself. And, but like it really like fucking... I was into it, and then he fucking slams him, and like I said, I know it's happened before. Hogan's specifically done it before, like only like a month ago, honestly, at a house show, I think is the case. But like he's like, oh my god, and he fucking leg drops him, right?
Yeah, and of course, gives him that big leg drop.
Yeah, he doesn't get to do the big boot.
Yeah, well, I don't think he get that boot up high enough.
But he gives him the leg drop and he pins him, and that's it. And they're like, fucking the greatest athlete of all time, Hulk Hogan.
I thought that was funny.
Yeah. Well, soon after this, I think he is like.
It's either I definitely know he wins like Nickelodeon Kids like Athlete of the Year. Or some shit.
Nickelodeon.
I don't know if Sports Illustrated gives him anything.
He
was on the cover of Sports Illustrated, I believe.
Well, yeah, because he is a big deal. That reminds me though, in the Hercules and Billy Jerk match, Billy Jerk does the big boot and a leg drop.
Yeah.
So I wonder if like backstage Hulk Hogan's like, ooh,
Vince fire his ass.
Yeah, because that's the kind of shit Hogan would do.
Fire his ass, brother.
Fire his ass. That was it, man. That was WrestleMania 3. We get Gorilla Monsoon's like, wow, what an amazing match, amazing show, everything I wanted to see. Let me tell you how you feel, crowd. And then Aretha, play us out. And then it's just recording from her performance earlier over highlights of the show.
Which is really weird.
Yeah, here's everything you just watched.
With God.
I mean, but they gotta end
beautiful behind it.
Yeah, they gotta end it somehow, I guess. But I think you just end it with like Hulk Hogan's theme music, and he'll do some Hulk Hogan shit, that like side pump thing.
He's like, well, I can't cheer you.
Yeah. Hulk Hogan he really had those Hulkster moves. He's a crazy person. Most wrestlers seem to be.
Yeah, it seems to be a common thread among wrestling.
Not nowadays, though. I think that's one good thing that Hulk Hogan did by making wrestling popular is more normal athletes participate in wrestling now.
This is a second bonus episode of Space Force.
The first one is what, Blade Runner 2049?
Yeah, Blade Runner 2049.
Yeah, this is WrestleMania 3. WrestleMania 35 is by the time this episode comes up, it'll be like a couple days away, I think.
Yeah, I mean we don't have to advertise for Vince McMahon.
Oh no, well I'm just like
watch it yourselves.
So if you listen to it this episode and you like it, and they're gonna try to get the WrestleMania hashtag trending and shit on Twitter. Yeah, use that hashtag, but link to this shit.
Even better.
Yeah, let's fucking get it out there. Like, we're gonna be more popular. I want to be popular enough that, like, a couple WrestleManias from now,
you'll be invited to WrestleMania.
We get to be at WrestleMania, and I'm gonna be like,
I don't know. I've talked a lot of shit about this, both here and on Twitter. I don't, maybe not so much on Twitter, but other places on the internet.
Yeah, I mean, I still appreciate everything he's done for my childhood, and all that sort of stuff. He just is a crazy person. You can't fault him for that. His wife is part of the
Trump administration.
Yeah, which is weird. And she had a failed senatorial run for New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Connecticut.
Oh yeah, that's where they live. Yeah. Connecticut. Oh yeah, Vince McMahon.
I'm gonna spend $2 million on my wife's political ambitions.
I'm sure he's fine. I swear I'm pretty sure
he's a little pissed about having to spend money, considering she didn't even come close to winning.
I guess. I swear he's worth like almost $3 billion though. That's a lot.
He's bringing that XFL back, so he's got to have some money somewhere.
Is he really doing that?
Yeah,
I keep hearing about it, and then nothing happens.
He announced it officially.
Oh,
I think 2020 is what we're saying.
It's gonna be crazy when Triple H runs the company, which is gonna happen. I think Shane McMahon doesn't want to do it.
Yeah, I don't think he's interested.
No, he just likes wrestling.
Oh, he just likes going out there and throwing his body around.
Yeah, he does do like crazy spots. He's like, yeah, hey, I don't care. I'm an old man. I'll hurt myself. I've got 3 kids. I want to die.
That's been Space Force.
Yeah, this has been Space Force Rasslemania edition. Macho Man's the best. Hulk Hogan's the sweatiest, the greasiest. Well, maybe Lex Luger is probably the greasiest. He was always real oily.
Total package.
A total package.
Couldn't wrestle, couldn't talk. The total package.
He basically killed Miss Elizabeth. Man, what a tragedy. How did she get involved in wrestling? How did she go from that high to the lowest low?
How do you go from Macho Man to Lex Luger?
When drug addiction and... Ugh. Well, that's Space Force. Check us out on Patreon. Or no, check out our website, McVentureProductions.com. Got Patreon, Twitter links, Twitch, YouTube. All that shit's there. Remember, if you like this, hashtag WrestleMania and link this shit. Also, apparently it helps if you review and like episodes on iTunes and shit. So, I don't know, do that. Say your prayers, take your vitamins, eat your vegetables. That's what Hulk Hogan said?
Yeah, drink your milk. I don't know whether.
Drink your Ovaltine.
Go out there and give 100% and listen to your parents and be little Hulkamaniacs. It's okay to cheat a little bit to win. Mm-hmm. Just pull up those mats, throw a man on the concrete.
And remember to love the Christian God.
Space Force.
Space Force. Brother.